Hello, my name is Ben,
And my name's Josh.
and welcome back to FPL Graduates, and welcome back to another video where yet again we're going to tell you some transfer targets that we're potentially looking towards.
Yeah, these are going to be some of the most talked about players in FPL at the moment, and we'll give our opinion as to why you guys should either bring them in or just try and avoid them. Last week, we had some great players on the list. Jack Harrison, who got a return, also Phil Foden as well. So, I think we're doing pretty well so far, Ben.
Yeah, we're not doing too bad. Let's get into the video and see who we're looking towards for game week 3.
So first on our list is going to be Ilkay Gundogan. We spoke about him while speaking about Foden last week, and I mentioned how both of them, or him and De Bruyne, were pushing up as almost second strikers to Haaland. And we saw that for Gundogan's goal against Bournemouth, where he ran past Haaland to get the assist and tuck it away nicely. So, he's been playing well. I would say the massive caveat with Gundogan is his minutes. Obviously, Bernardo Silva is waiting in the wings after all the speculation of his future. I don't think he'll go anywhere. So, he's going to be fighting for minutes. And I don't think Gundogan will necessarily play 90 every week. But the minutes that he does play, he's playing in a much more advanced position. And that is why he's on our watch list, Ben.
Yeah, he's looking very advanced, and this is due to sort of City's change almost in system because of Haaland. We've talked about this sort of in recent videos, and I think Gundogan's just picking up sort of more positions where he can score points. So he's definitely one to watch and keep an eye on. The next 3 fixtures are looking tasty as well. I think game week 5 is that one where everyone's looking towards to make those big gains. And Gundogan could be the guy to go for. It's definitely a watch for me while City have these good fixtures. Okay, so next up on our list is Nathan Ake, another City player. And it's a lot of contention and sort of debate about who your third City player should be. A lot of people have Cancelo and Haaland, and it's working out where the best value is in the third defender. And Ake could be the guy to provide that. He is just 5 million on FPL. Very cheap way to get into that Manchester City defence with some threat going forwards. Unlike Kyle Walker, he provides some actual goal scoring threat and potential to get hauls on FPL.
Yeah, Ake seems to be the first choice at the moment. Obviously, Laporte's out injured. John Stones didn't play on pre-season tour, so I'm sure we will see John Stones eventually, but there's no reason for Guardiola to drop Ake. He's been in great form so far. Left-footed centre-back partner in Diaz. It works perfectly, to be honest. And we also know that Ake can play left-back as well. So if Kyle Walker is due a rest, which we know that he won't play 90 minutes every single week, he can go to left-back, Cancelo can go to right-back. And he's versatile in that way too. So, really good option there with Nathan Ake. £5 million, as Ben said. It's a no-brainer when you think about getting into the City defence, but it's just whether you want to take the risk, because this is going to be quite a short-term transfer, probably up until game week 6. I wouldn't expect him to play 100% of those games, maybe 75%. But yeah, that's one of the risks you take when selecting a third City asset. So next up on the list is Ivan Toney, a man who hasn't blanked this season so far. 1 goal, 2 assists, a really, really good record so far. Nearly 10% owned as well. So, people are hopping on him as Brentford have some incredible fixtures going forward, Ben.
Yeah, he's one that is really tempting to bring in. His underlying statistics are fantastic as well. He's not just going out and getting goals. He's involving his team in build-up play as well. And he's a sort of striker that any top 6 team would take right now. He's been fantastic. I've said it from sort of the minute Brentford got promoted. He's always been involved in around half of Brentford's goals overall, which is a crazy amount to be involved in. And it just goes to show 1 goal, 2 assists already. I expect that ownership to go up quite a bit over the next few weeks, and people may even change their whole squad structure to get this guy in.
Yeah, another bonus you have when thinking about Toney is that in that Brentford attack, it's so hit and miss for all the other positions. You don't know really who is the best option to go for. Whereas with Toney, he's going to play all the minutes. He's going to be their number 1 source of goals and assists. So that's why he's probably worth the 1.5 million more than the likes of maybe Damsgaard, who we haven't yet to see, Potter, Jensen. These guys are all sort of minutes risks as well. So, yeah, really nice option with Toney. I know he's on my personal watch list too. People have looked at maybe getting rid of Robertson or getting rid of a premium defender. It's easily done if you want to switch maybe with a striker at 4.5 million, you can get a 4.5 million defender in. So really decent option, and he's high on our watch list with those awesome fixtures.
Okay, so next up, we have got a player who has been getting some ridiculous attacking numbers in the first couple of game weeks of the season. It is Reece James. Chelsea have looked relatively decent defensively. I know they conceded 2 against Spurs, but that was very much against the run of play, in my opinion. And Reece James looked very good as well. Started at right centre-back, moved to right wing-back, and at right wing-back, we saw his true potential. Within 5 minutes going to right wing-back against Spurs, he scored a goal. So he's definitely one on my watch list, and one that I may even struggle to get in at points because of his price point, but he's definitely one to look at, and those fixtures are looking really tasty as well.
Yeah, he is the highest out of all Chelsea players for expected goal involvement so far this season, which goes to show how much of his attacking threat he's always going forward when he does play right wing back. I don't think we'll see him too much at right centre back in these fixtures coming up because they are a lot easier, and I think we can see the likes of maybe Azpilicueta and Chalobah play at that right centre back role. But yeah, as Ben mentioned, the fixtures are unbelievable. It might even be a case of maybe doubling up on these Chelsea defenders or picking another Chelsea asset in the attack, because they are some of the best attacking fixtures in the league in the next 5 game weeks. And obviously, if you're looking for a game week 8 wild card, this is the sort of period you've got to go off for picking your new transfers. He is already highly owned though, 42%. That's got to rise now with obviously Liverpool conceding in both their first 2 fixtures. I'm sure a lot of people will be hopping off that Liverpool double up. Whether we will, whether you will, that's another thing to discuss. But yeah, he's in my team already, so I'm very happy with his attacking return last week. So finally on our list is Granit Xhaka. And yeah, a lot of people have been controversially picking him, maybe disagreeing with him. Personally, I've been doing a bit of research in that £5 million midfield bracket. Leon Bailey is coming out of my team this week without a doubt. So a lot of people are looking for that sort of replacement, like for like, price wise, or maybe even a little bit cheaper. And I think this man certainly sparked my interest after his performance on Saturday. Picked up a goal and assist against Leicester. If we have a look at the heat maps, he played a lot more advanced and was always, coming in at the back post from crosses and stuff like that, which is exactly what you want to see in that number 8 position. Similar to how we discussed with Gundogan and De Bruyne, Arteta's playing a very similar system, of course, at Arsenal. And Xhaka is almost that Gundogan role in that system. So, I'll be more than happy to select him at 5 million. For me, I can't personally. I've got Ramsdale, Martinelli and Jesus. This is for those people who don't have triple Arsenal and have Leon Bailey and are looking for a same price or cheaper asset to choose from. What's your thoughts, Ben? Have you thought about maybe replacing Bailey with a like-for-like asset, or would you strongly suggest to sort of upgrade him or downgrade him?
I mean, there's a couple of options at that price point, yes, but they're not all brilliant, and they all have their sort of caveats to choosing them. And Granit Xhaka is very rogue from Josh. I mean, I didn't realise he was actually looking at him until I saw a tweet about it from him. I don't know about him really. Like again, the sample size is quite small for the first 2 games of the season, and he didn't pick up too many points last season. So I'm a bit skeptical to go with him for obvious reasons. So for me, it's a wait and see. I think there's better value in sort of other Arsenal assets, but if you do have only 2 Arsenal players, it's worth consideration if you can't afford sort of the Sakas of the world. So it's a consideration, but one that I think, let's hold our horses just a little bit. Okay, so that rounds up our list of transfer targets. What did you think about the targets that we're potentially going to get in over the next week or 2? Let us know. Is there someone we've missed as well? Let us know who you're transferring in as well.
Make sure you check us out on all our socials down below as well. Our Patreon link is down there. If you haven't checked that out already, we massively recommend you do.
And yeah, as per usual, please remember to like the video, go and subscribe to us, follow us on all of our socials. And as per usual, I've been Ben.
I've been Josh.
And we'll see you guys
later. Have a good game week, everyone.